Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, depending on what time you're watching this, what part of the world you're in. This is Chris again, the Watch Lounge, coming with another video. Today's video is more of a topic video. This isn't really a versus video because these are completely different watches, guys. So take this video as subjectively as possible. This is just a kind of a comparison, contrast on what you get for your money, because if you're like me, you're probably on a budget when you're collecting and you like to get the most bang for buck for your dollar. Now, both of these are great watches. I'm not knocking either of these watches. Quick wristwatch check. I am indeed wearing the Richard LeGrand. Getting ready to go to work here later this evening. But, again, this is just meant to be subjective, guys, because if you're like me, you like to get the most bang for your buck. You like to see what different options are out there. And, again, these are in no way, shape, or form comparable watches. It's just showing you what you get for your money, what you get for your $600, almost $700 in this case, and what you get for your 2,000, almost 2,200 US dollars. Now, this is all in US dollars, guys, because I figured that's a good little kind of price gap to kind of gauge what kind of the differences in the watches, the fit and finishing, the movement that comes in them. Now, the Boldr I haven't done a review on yet, but I will do a review on it pretty soon, probably the next couple days, guys. So look for a full review on it coming soon if you're interested in it. Now, again, this is also kind of a micro brand versus a mainstream brand, and it kind of correlates into another category as well, whereas for the mainstream brand, you're kind of more paying for the name cachet, which Oris is a great brand, guys. As you know, I've owned the Oris Aquis, and I love this Oris Aquis that's Rich sent out to me here. With Boldr, it's kind of a lesser, even though within the watch community, it's more of a known brand now, especially they're starting to gain momentum and starting to come out on their own as more of a mainstream brand, I feel like, and I think they will be one of those brands that will be more mainstream. But again, in this case, I feel like you're kind of paying mainly for, like, they name the brand cachet of the Swiss luxury timepiece. And the fit and finishing on these are really comparable, guys, for your $600 versus your $2,000. Just for comparison's sake, for easy sake on the video, we'll just say $600 versus $2,000 because as easier for the title, of course, everything else. But as you know, the Oris retails for $2,200. The Boldr retails for about $645. The Boldr is more of a limited edition piece. I believe it's 500 pieces. And again, I'll go to the desktop and I'll show you guys the differences, comparison, contrast. Show you guys what you get for your $600 versus your $2,000. And then you can kind of make your own mind from there which one you would rather put your money towards. Because as I said, if you're like me, you collect mainly on a budget, guys, and you like to get the most bang for buck. I just want to show you guys the different options that you can get with your money as opposed to what you can't get. You can't go wrong with either of these choices. But before I keep rambling on too much, let's go to the desktop and I'll show you guys the watches. Now here are both of the sub watches. Of course, on your left is the Oris Aquis. Still has the tags and everything on it, as I do have to send it back to Rich today, unfortunately. I'm loving that piece, guys. I may end up with one in my collection at some point down the road. Definitely a great watch. Like I said, I didn't take plastic or tags off because I got to send it back to Rich over Salzman's. And I will leave a link where to get that below. I will also leave a link for the Boldr below. Now, on your right, you have the Boldr Odyssey. Now, this is a big chunky monkey. It's 45mm. They do come in various other versions as well. Now, as I mentioned, on the one on the right is a limited edition to 500 pieces. The Boldr itself has a Citizen 9015, I believe, Miyota movement in it, whereas the Oris has an upgraded by Oris Solita movement in it. The SW200, I believe. So if movement is one of your things and you prefer the Swiss movement over the Japanese movement, maybe you can choose the Swiss watch, guys. But no movement is really either better than the other. I feel like they're almost equal. The Citizen, maybe a little bit less of a higher end movement than the Solita. Your Miyota movement is going to be easier for your watch repair maker to service, probably here on the right, though, just for future reference there. Now, again, like I said, this is a big chunky monkey. This is about 45mm, whereas this was 43.5. And both watches, both brands do come with different various sizes for their watches, as the Oris does come in 39.5. I believe this is 41 and this 43.5. And this comes in a 45. I believe this one also comes in a 42 on the older version, and they do still sell it. Both do come with ceramic bezels, sapphire crystals, guys. And as you can see, they are both, as I mentioned, with the movement, automatic movement, hacking, hand winding. They both have the date window down here at 6 o'clock, so that's very similar. fit and finishing on the dials is really similar too. Now the Boldr has a little bit more pop of color here, as you can see on the right, whereas the Oris on the left is a little bit more subdued, if you like that look. Now Oris does have the Hulk version of the Aquis, which is a little bit more colorful, kind of like the Boldr, if you like more of a colorful dial, guys. I do kind of dig this blue, kind of almost like topaz dial, a pretty cool sunburst effect. Now this is, like I said, this is a little bit more stealthy here on the left. Again, like I said, still, both do come with ceramic bezels. The bracelets on both of these are really good. The Oris here on the left has the integrated bracelet, as I mentioned in the review, whereas I do believe this Boldr you can take off. Again, I'm going to have to do a full review on this guy soon. But this Boldr, I do believe you can take it off, and you can, yes, you can. And you can swap it out for all kind of different datos. So if that's your kind of thing, you get a different look of a different watch each time you put it on, which is pretty cool. Overall, like I said, you can see case thickness here. This is definitely a really big chunky monkey compared to the Aquis, guys. This the Boldr on the right has a helium escape valve. The Boldr is almost a little bit too overbuilt, as it does come with a 500 meter water resistance. I'm not sure if they test that or not. And the Aquis on the left comes with 300 meter water resistance. So for your $600, you get 500 meters water resistance, and this is kind of a tool dive watch, whereas on the left you get a tool dive watch, but it's only 300 meters, guys, and you're paying a little bit more. So that's the thing here. Like I said, I feel like with a lot of micro brands, you get a lot of bang for buck compared to more of your mainstream brands. So micro brands are definitely one route to go, guys. If you're afraid to go that way, just go with more of a known micro brand. Kind of like the Boldr here on the right, because they have more of a name presence and are known within the watch community. Just be sure to do your research, because like I said, you can get a lot of bang for buck with your $600 as opposed to your $2,200, your $2,000, excuse me, guys. Now, you can't go wrong with either of these choices. If you want to spend a little bit more, go with the Oris. Either way, it's definitely a really solid choice, solid, reliable piece. And if you can afford both, go ahead and get both, guys, because, I mean, you can't never have too many watches, right? Not that I'm an enabler or anything. But again, guys, this has been a little quick, well, kind of quick-ish comparison contrast on what you get for your $600 versus your $2,000 here on the left, guys. So definitely something to consider, something to think about. That's one thing when you're buying watches. Just make sure you watch plenty of YouTube reviews. There's plenty of them out there other than me, plenty of great ones. Watch plenty of YouTube reviews. Get your facts. Do your own research. Decide what you want, what specs you like better. Decide which, if you're willing to spend that extra $1,500 almost, something like that. Now, again, this is US dollars. But just decide if you're willing to spend that extra money on the watch. But if the name brand is not something that you really care about too much, then go for a micro brand. Like I said, micro brands got a lot of great value for money, guys. But anyways, guys, this has been a comparison contrast video, fun little topic video for today. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you done this? Have you compared like a micro to a mainstream brand, and has a micro won out, or have you just gone mainstream because it's what you know? And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, as I do come out with videos like this on the regular, guys. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.